Commander Cardwell. Your car, sir.
Yes. Good.
Auditions are very tricky things. You're going to be nervous when you have an audition. And I think it's best not to pretend that you're not nervous, not to try and have some false sense of confidence and say hello to everybody and try and look calm and professional. It is a nerve-wracking situation. Be nervous. An actor has a little bit more power than they think when they're in an audition situation. They want you to be good, you want to be good. The other thing is you've got to make sure that you understand everything you can about the role that you're going in for and not be afraid to ask questions.
So, the Spider's Web launch is the thing they're excited about, and I think that's our way in. Now, Sean, you said they sacked their PR company.
That's what I was told.
Once you've got the call to say you've got the job, my next task is to read the script 3 or 4 times, as many times as I can. Read the script that we're going to be either shooting or the script we're going to be performing with on stage. Read it as many times as I can. Start doing research on the character, the time, the period, the character's job, you know, all of those things. Get as much information as you can.
Right. Well, we know they go into the Alibi bar every evening after work, so use the contacts you met in there to give you an introduction. And when you're in their company, talk about a genius PR woman you're meeting in there for a drink later on.
To understand your character, you have to see the world from their point of view, which means you can't judge your character. I once did a chat in front of a group of students, and there was a teacher there, and we were talking about a certain character, and the teacher said, well, isn't he just a thug? Really? I mean, he's a thug, you know, he fights, he's a thug. And I thought, if you're playing the role, there's no way you can think of yourself like that. Your work can get stale when you're doing a long run. And the best way to keep things fresh is to understand why your character is saying what they're saying. Not just, you know, what words you have to say. That's important, but it's not as important as why they're saying it. If you understand why you're speaking, why you open your mouth, why you walk into the room, why you pick up the drink, why you engage with a certain character, then you can use the words that you speak to try and achieve your objective in slightly different ways every night.
The thing is, it's not just you that's after the gold. I am too.
No one knows what's going to happen to them at any given moment. Yet actors all the time will say, well, this happens in scene 12, so in scene 10 I have to prepare for it. No, you don't. What happens in scene 12 should be as much as a surprise to you as it is to the audience. And then, you know, maybe you'll surprise yourself. A general piece of advice I would give to people just entering the profession would be to always work on your weaknesses. When I left school, I didn't really have a great understanding of Shakespeare. And I knew that I wanted to be the kind of actor that could handle that. So I made a conscious effort to work on my weakness, which was Shakespeare and the eloquence of emotion that provided. And a few years ago, I kind of turned around and looked at my career so far and realized that I'd been regarded as a sort of modern Shakespearean actor.